Okay, Beth, what were the big takeaways from today? We stuck to your cadences, continued to play through those. I pointed out that in the key of C, this F chord is a bit light. So we often play F over C, which means we take our ring finger, put it on the C, and then put your pinky back on that F. So now I have a 4-note F chord, which starts with the 5th. So, do, mi, so. So C, F over C is a nice kind of rich, more rich way. Ultimately, you might play the bar chord a lot. We also talked about using G7 in your C cadence, like so. So you do C, F, C, and then you can go G to G7. Remember, when you play G7, you lift your pinky out completely. And then finally, we took your G cadences, and we started with the C form G chord. I've had you starting with the G4, it has 4 fingers, and using C at 9 as your 4. That's a great move. You're going to use that all your life. But now I want you to look at the same key of G, starting with this shape, playing a proper C major on the 4, then back to D, and then to C again. So it's just a reworking of the same cadence. You can play a D7 too. And then the main thing we did is changing keys and getting more conversant with that. So I said that the key of C is the most forgiving in terms of a song that has harmonic richness. So if it begins to stray from the 1-4-5, flat 7 maybe, into the 2-3-6 territory, C will save you. So let's think about this. So you had a song today in the key of D. So we thought, take the C chord and move it up a whole step. But now we need to keep the parameters the same. So we take the CAPO and we put it on 2. So now C is our 1 chord. So in my brain, I'm in the key of C. I'm playing C's and F's and G's, okay, as always. But it's sounding to the pianist in the key of D. It's moved up a whole step. So when I'm looking at the chart and I see a D, I need it to become a C chord. So I'm actually transposing the chart down a whole step, even though the capo's gone up a whole step. When I look at your chart and it says D, and then it says G, I have to change those to C and F, and I have to write that in. So the capo went up a whole step, but the notation on the page is going to go down a step. It's the inverse. So now, this is my 1. So I think your song went like, gosh, how did it go? It might have gone like something like that. But the point is, they just become numbers now. The 1, the 5, the 6, and the 4. But let me digress a moment. So in the key, feels like C, we can get the 1 and the 2, D minor, and the 3, E minor. We know the 4 and 5 already, F and G, and then A minor. So I can get 6 out of the 7 diatonic chords. That's why C saves us, because it has more range, harmonic range. Okay, so right now, I feel like I'm in C, but I'm really in D. If I wanted this to be in E, I just do the same process, move up another whole step. Now the capo's at 4. So now I can play the same music, but just in this key. Still feels like C to my hand, but I'm actually in the key of E major. So, yes. So now we've transposed the chart. We've actually changed the key. So that gets a little bit more complicated, but the truth is we don't have to change anything. You can still play the C and the A minor and the G. And that's the beauty of the capo. Once you've established what key it feels like you're in, again, air quotes, not the real key, but it feels like C, then anywhere I put this is going to feel like C. So earlier you said some song was an F. Okay, that's just a half a step up. Guitar players spend all their lives playing in the key of F, but it really feels like C. Guitar players love this F key right here, because F sucks ass on the guitar. You have an F chord and a B flat, and everybody hates those voicings. But here, you have a C and an F. That's my 1-4. So F is a lovely key on the guitar, but it's typically played with C form chords. And so that hopefully should clear some of the stuff up, and over time it'll become very clear. The other thing that we did, and this was 2 of your songs, were written in D minor, okay? But we needed that to feel like A minor. So again, you could take an A minor, move it up a whole step, B minor, half step, C minor, whole step, D minor. And we're going to slap that capo at 5 so that that D minor feels like an A minor. So oftentimes, playing this songbook, you're going to see songs written in D minor, and you're going to put a capo at the 5th fret, and you're going to treat everything like A minor. So now what was a D on the page becomes an A to our brains. So we're, in a way, just modulating up a 5th. So that, yeah, when you see that D minor, make it an A minor. If you see the F, you make it a C, and so forth. Everything goes up a 5th. And we did that in one of your songs. So focus on that song and then the song that we played in the key of D, but we played C. Hope this helps. See ya.